She's a bad girl, land of the free. She's a
Hey guys, it's Chris and Marin.
Hello guys.
And Marin. We're doing the boyfriend fiance tag, so he's either gonna pass this or he's gonna be in the doghouse.
Either way, you guys will know the result.
Just by my face, you'll know the results. Okay, so I'll ask you these questions and then you answer to the best of your ability.
Absolutely.
Okay. Because he's like, no, you go first. I'm like, no, your memory's better than me. But he's worked like 24 hours, so I don't know if he's...
I worked 25 hours in the last 38, so yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully that gives me a little bit of leniency.
I don't know.
We'll see.
Maybe I'll forgive you. Okay, so number one is, where did we meet?
In your old condo.
That is true. Number two, what was our first date?
What was our first date?
I don't even know the answer to this.
I took you up to Coventry.
You took me up to Coventry?
Yeah, there's a nice fancy restaurant that's on the water.
Oh, that was our first official date?
Yeah.
Really? We didn't do anything before that?
Nothing
Besides
fancy.
hang out at my house?
Yeah.
Or your house?
Well, it took me a while to get you out of the house.
You guys know that's true. Number three. Where was our first kiss and how was it?
It was nice.
The first one.
It was at the doorsteps.
Yeah.
And it was nice. It left a lot of questions. There was question marks all over the place.
It was nice till I shut him down. Do you want to explain that?
No. Leave it to the imagination.
Okay, we'll leave it as that. I could elaborate,
Yeah.
but
I'm sure you're gonna fill in the details.
I'll fill in the details for you guys in the comments below if you're interested. How did you know that I was the one?
I just did.
He still doesn't know. You're full of crap.
I do.
What do you mean you just did? How do you just know?
You know, you have a feeling.
No.
Remember how we talked about?
I know.
So,
See, but I didn't just know.
well, I think you still do.
Sometimes I still wonder. I know I honestly didn't. I didn't first know. I was very, closed off, you could say.
Yeah.
So, it took
You
me...
were boarded up.
I was boarded up. My walls were all, yeah. Walls, jail cells, whatever. Everything was all up.
Oh, okay.
So, I was...
You need a chipping hammer, jackhammer, and all
Yeah, he needed all his tools to knock the wall down. So, first impression. First impression, when you first walked through the door and you saw me in my pajamas with no makeup on.
It was like,
I think I hadn't showered in 3 days. I was just like...
there was this sweet, innocent girl underneath it all that just didn't give a shit.
Obviously. But I didn't know you were coming over, right?
You did. Because that was you and what's her name setting it all up for a little bit.
No!
Oh, it was all her works.
Yeah, but I don't think I knew you were coming over.
We came to bring you some cigarettes. Pall Malls.
Oh,
Menthols.
that's right. Oh my God, Paul. Yeah, when I was smoking, Pall Mall menthols. Holy crap, that's right. I remember that.
Do you remember where I used to smoke?
Camels?
Marlboro Red 100.
Marlboro Red one. Oh, maybe she smoked Camels.
No, your dad smokes Camels.
My dad's not even supposed to be smoking.
Well, he used to anyways.
Well, I used to switch. When I smoked, it was whatever was cheapest. So, when did you meet the family?
God, when they came back from Arizona. Because when we officially made it official, you told your mom, she was like, he's not approved until I meet him.
That's right.
And we had 2 or 3 months.
That's true. Yeah. Because I had a string of not so good ones. So, yeah. Do we have a tradition?
Do we have a tradition?
I don't know if that means a special tradition or just something that we do on an everyday basis. on Friday nights. Some of my subscribers will know what that means. Yeah, but I don't really know what that means. Like, what do we?
It's something that you constantly you repeat.
Well, I know what a tradition is, but I mean, do they mean something special, like a special tradition?
No, we don't have anything too fancy. Right?
Yeah.
We go with the flow.
Right. Starbucks every night.
Well, that's a tradition.
That's a tradition. He always brings me home Starbucks, so.
That's our.
Sometimes 2, in case like he had to work, so he brought me 2. He brought me a frappuccino because I was just like, I'm eating fattening food all day. That's all what I want to do, and just sit here in my pajamas and watch movies, babes. And he's like, okay. And then he calls and he's like, I gotta work. So I was like, so he brought me 2.
And last night, Justin and I drove 3 hours to spend an hour with you.
Yeah, he did. He came home just to spend 1 hour with me. Well, and you ate too.
Yes.
Yes. You came home for Chinese food, not for me. Don't lie.
I didn't know what I was gonna have until I got home. But
what was our first road trip?
Our first, if you want to call it a road trip, it was to the beach house. If you want to call it a road trip.
What beach house?
That they rented last year or year before.
Oh, when we went to Mesquamaket?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we went to Mesquamaket.
I mean, I don't think we went any further with the car than that. Mystic.
Yeah, we've gone to Mystic. We haven't gone out of Connecticut, like road trip, like out of Connecticut or anything like that. But
I have.
Yeah, you do it on a daily basis for work. But oh, this is a good one. Who said I love you first, and where were we? See, I don't know the answers to these questions. He's better than me.
I'll answer that real quick. I said I love you first, and it took you a little bit longer because you wanted to make sure, and you weren't feeling too comfortable about it at first.
Well, where did you say it? Where were we?
At your house, in your old condo.
On the couch, like normal.
Yeah.
We used to watch. He used to work at Pig's Eye, the bar here. He used to bounce. So he used to come from work. He used to go home, change, come to my house for a couple of hours, and then go back to work for his night job. So how long did it take me to tell you back?
Probably 6 months.
Are you serious? That long? Yeah, I guess I wanted to make sure I was sure. I don't throw that word around.
You know, there was,
I don't throw that word around lightly.
There was no that many reviews to read about this purchase. You know, there was no stars like you go on Amazon.
I know. I tried to Google them and be like, I wanted to read the Amazon reviews.
There was no reviews.
I couldn't find any. It kind of sucked. I was like, oh shit. So it was like a blind purchase. I was like, oh no, what am I gonna do? I was hoping there was free shipping for returns, but what do we argue about the most? It's a good one.
What do we argue the most?
We don't argue. We argue about stupid stuff. It's like silly stuff, but it's like when we argue, you'd think it was like World War III. Like it's like the worst thing in the world.
I don't know what we argue about. We don't really argue over anything. We might have disagreements. It'll be freaking stuff in the dish.
Dishwasher
in
stuff.
In a sink, dishwasher.
Like just little stuff like that.
Poor housekeeping, put it that way.
He's calling me a poor housekeeper. Poor housekeeping. Whatever. Like I've always said, Peg Bundy, not June Cleaver. That's what he's got. Which we argue about the most. Yeah, just little stuff. It's not really like my shopping habits, but now this guy is like Amazon addicted. Ever since we got Amazon Prime, so
I just don't leave the house to go get the tools no more.
He gets more packages than me now. It's kind of pathetic. I'm like, oh, it's for him. Like every time there's a package, I get all excited. I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't order anything.
I'll ship in you next time.
You know? No. I'll open it up. It'll be tools. I'll be like, yay. Yeah, I think that's really like it. Like, you know, we'll order like, and like I said, when we argue, it's about stupid stuff. It's like, oh, look at all your stuff in the corner, or oh, really,
She'll
babe.
give me a hard time about snoring and stuff, though.
Yeah, that's
not arguing. We don't argue.
That's not really arguing. It's more like bickering. Like just sort of we bicker at each other a lot, but who doesn't? Who wears the pants in the relationship?
Both of us. Shirley ever wears a skirt.
I disagree with that, but
You can disagree all you want.
in his mind, he thinks he wears the pants. I think I wear the pants. No, I think it's even. It depends on what it's about, for the most part, and that's one thing we'll argue about: who wears the pants in the relationship. We will. We'll argue about that. Like, we'll get off camera right now and argue about it, and then be like, whatever. So So it depends. Depends on the day. Depends on who feels like not are fighting that day.
Yeah, you'll learn tonight.
He's too tired, so I'll wear the pants tonight because he'll just be like, whatever, man. Like, I don't really care.
Wear mine too. I don't care.
Right. Okay, this would be me, I guess. You're answering for me. So if I'm sitting in front of the TV, what am I watching?
Vampire Diaries.
Yes. That would be my number one. If he's sitting in front of the TV, he's watching anything to do with Alaska.
No, if it was number one, it would be, even if it was still on. What was the show that we...
Well, SOA is our show. That's our show. Like, we bonded through that show. But...
Anything with the nature, anything with the...
Anything that has to do with Alaska. Like, it's Alaskan cops, Alaskan trappers, Alaskan... If it has Alaska in it, he'll find it. And we joke about it all the time. He's like, babe, do you want to move to Alaska? And I'm like, fuck you. No, I don't. What dressing do I get on my salad?
Balsamic. It depends on your mood. You get all different kinds.
Yeah.
There isn't a specific one.
That's true. It's usually like a balsamic... Like a raspberry anything like low fat or fat free or whatever, but it's usually some sort of like balsamic. I don't really like creamy dressings. What's the one food I don't like?
One food you don't like?
It should be easy because we both don't like it. I just gave you a hint.
Fatty foods? I don't know.
No.
What is it?
Seafood.
Oh, fish, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't consider it food, so that didn't...
He's like, I so don't eat it, I don't even consider it a food. It's not even a food group in my vocabulary. But we can't stand seafood. We don't like seafood, so that's one thing we have in common. When we go out to eat, what do I get to drink?
Water. Water with lime. Or lemon.
Right. And what do we both usually get? And... We always get coffee.
Oh, yeah, but coffee's not...
Not all the time. What do you mean? It's a drink.
Yeah, but not to kill the thirst for it.
No. I always get water. I always get coffee and a water with lemon. Yeah. So, like, when I'm thirsty. What shoe size do I wear?
Shoe size, you're 6, 6.5, or 7. Depends on the model, make, whatever.
Make, model? You think we're talking about cars? Yes, it's true. I'm actually anywhere in between. I have been able to fit into a 5.5. Anyway, but usually anywhere between a 6 and a 7.5. Like 7.5 is kind of pushing it, but it totally depends on the shoe. Let's see.
Converse is run half a size too big.
Yes, Converse. You know what? Everyone thinks Converse are so easy. They're not. He ordered me a pair. He let me design my own pair of Converse, and they're so cool, and they're like a half a size too small. I mean, I was looking at all my other Converse, and they were all different sizes. Like, because sometimes I get them in the kids department because they're cheaper, and I can fit into them, so... I you know what I mean? Like, so I'm like, yay. And then, if I go just get regular Converse, it's a different size. I don't know. It's really weird. If I was collecting anything, what would it be?
Fairies.
He already knows that. You guys may have seen in some of my Nadine West unboxings, you can see all my fairies. Not all of them. You can see half of them in the background. So through Hamilton Collection, he ordered me this fairy set, and it came, and then I saw another one he ordered for me. It came, so it would come each month. And then the last one, it just kept coming. He's like, Jesus, babes, why is it they got my card again. What's the deal? What's going on? So I finally called them, only to find out that the last collection was a never-ending collection. They would have just kept...
And they're selling 3 or 4 a month at the end.
Well, that's because the collections were colliding, but they were different collections. But yeah, anything... From I can't think of the name of name of the Jessica Beckett, I think, is the
Well,
artist.
anything with fairies,
But
anything with the
anything-
Disney.
Yeah, anything Disney, anything fairies. Let's see. What's my favorite type of... Oh, yeah, what's my favorite type of sandwich?
Tuna?
Yeah, like, I'm not a big sandwich person, but if I, like, I'll get, like,
Tuna wrap?
yeah, if I get one, it'll probably be a tuna wrap. Like, if I indulge, it'll be a tuna wrap. Although we just said I don't like seafood, but tuna in a can doesn't count.
It's not fish.
It is, but it's not. It's one of those fish that's not fish. What would I eat every day if I could?
If you could,
Yeah.
anything. You would eat ice cream, you would eat cheesecakes, you would eat anything that we don't eat. Candy.
That's true. I'm not a huge candy person. I really do like dark chocolate, but I'm not like a huge candy person. But like, see, I would have said pizza. Like if I could have pizza every day,
You would
different
get sick.
kinds.
You would probably get sick of pizza. You get bloated.
Well, yeah. But if I had to pick, that's what I would say is pizza, probably. What's my favorite cereal?
The natural thing, what do we call it? Those ones that you've been getting.
Cereal?
Yeah,
When was the last time I ate cereal? What have I been getting?
the natural something. Those little boxes.
The granola?
Yeah. The granola mix. or
Yeah,
whatever.
I like granola. I like granola cereals. Like anything with granola in it, like honey bunches of oats or any of that kind of stuff. I like that. I like cereal. Here, I've always wanted to own a grocery store just so I could have free reign to the cereal aisle. Like if I could eat cereal I don't eat it anymore, but like if I could, yeah. What's my favorite music? Well, that's hard. So, what's my favorite like music?
Musician, for example.
Yes.
Well, one of them is Rob Thomas.
Rob Thomas, Matchbox 20. Absolutely. What's my favorite sports team?
Your favorite sports team is makeup.
Team
YouTube.
makeup.
YouTube.
You team YouTube. I don't have a favorite sports team. I don't watch
I
sports.
don't follow sports or that much.
No. What's my eye color?
I don't know. I really don't. I don't know my eye color either. I don't pay attention to that.
You don't know my eye color? Seriously?
I know mine says brown on my driver's
No,
license.
yours are hazel.
See? And yours look like brown.
Mine are amber.
So, see? I never...
But mine say brown too. So
That's one thing I never pay attention to.
they say brown. That's kind of funny. Because most guys, I've seen some things that people are like, guys are like, oh, and the first thing I notice about a girl is her eyes and her smile.
They're full of shit.
It's boobs and ass. Right, babes?
No, it's a facial expression. It's overall. No, I'm not going to dig into your eye socket to see what color's your eye. That's for them.
But if I had like piercing blue eyes, obviously he would notice. But I don't.
It's something out of the usual.
Who is my best friend?
Who's your best friend? Your true best friend?
Yeah.
Chelsea.
Yes, it's true. That would have been my answer. My daughter, Chelsea, is my true best friend. What is something that I do that you don't like?
Spend too much time on Facebook, on YouTube, on laptop. All
On
day.
the laptop, period. I'm always on the laptop, whether it's YouTube or I'm watching YouTube videos or whatever. So that is the boyfriend fiance tag. I think you did really good, babes. See, he has a really good memory. So, yeah, next episode we'll have to do the girlfriend fiance tag, and he can ask me these questions, but I'm not going to answer them right now. So, thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Now you guys know a little bit more about Marin and how well he knows me, and yeah. So
I don't think she knew that I knew her that well.
he
either.
knows me better than I know me, so, you know, I wasn't surprised by that, though. So, we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.